Games let us feel like total badasses, capable of raiding a tomb, disarming an assassin, or styling out a scarf as effortlessly as Nathan Drake. But what good is all that when, after hours of white-knuckle action, control of your hero is given over to a cutscene? A cutscene in which your kick-ass hero suddenly forgets everything they learned in Kick-Ass Hero School and makes a spectacularly clumsy error. Honestly, if we were still at the controls, we wouldn't be in this mess. Consider these cutscenes in which heroes forgot how to hero, and beware spoilers for the following.
In real life, impressing your parents is as easy as following the 3 Ds. 1. Demand that they watch you. 2. Do a cannonball into the pool. 3. Don't struggle as the lifeguard pulls you to safety. But in mythic ancient Greece, predictably impressing your family requires a little something extra. That's no problem for the god of war Kratos though, the son of Zeus who hates his fellow gods of Olympus and is extra in every single respect. See? But Kratos has his work cut out for him in God of War 2, when the Colossus of Rhodes comes to life and goes berserk. Happily, Kratos' dad Zeus is on the scene to watch his son do battle with the big bronze baddie, and even does him what looks like a favour, lending him a cool sword to help him win the fight.
It was this blade that ended the Great War and defeated the Titans. Drain your godly powers into the sword, Kratos. Only then will you reach your full potential.
God, do your homework, tidy your room, drain your godly powers into the sword. Dads are so hard to please. Kratos takes the sword and, under the control of you, the player, uses it to go on an absolute rampage inside the Colossus, butchering the soldiers that had the bad luck to be stationed within and jamming this power-sucking blade into the structures holding the living statue together. So far, so God of War, until your victory cutscene, that is, where you can only watch powerless as Kratos, the ghost of Sparta himself, lets this happen.
Do you see, gods of Olympus? Do you need more proof than this?
Oh God, I hope Zeus wasn't watching. Hard luck though, Zeus saw the whole thing. And if that wasn't humiliating enough, he deliberately tricked you into putting all your power into the sword so he could take it, then ram it into your guts, the beardy jerk.
It did not have to be this way, my son. This path is of your choosing.
Embarrassing, but Kratos will one day get the ultimate revenge on his father, having an even better beard.
Nice place you got here.
Please! I didn't mean to!
Where's Megan Reed?
Reed? I don't know!
In Deus Ex Human Revolution, you play as Adam Jensen, head of security at Sarif Industries. This is a guy trained not to rush into a room and be immediately taken out after just successfully battling through several rooms of enemies. And yet, there's this cutscene. Oh. Well, at least you can pick yourself back up, Adam. Oh. Still, thanks to those cutscene events beyond your control, Jensen receives a ton of life-saving augmentations, kicking off the real start of the game and making him a literal machine at eliminating the opposition. So when rough-loving biotech magnate Zhao Yong-ru tries to sneak up on Adam later on, he's ostensibly much better equipped to deal with her.
You've got to help me. Please. You've made it this far.
Don't fall for her tricks, Jensen. You keep your augmented eyes on her.
Surely you can protect me. Surely.
Adam Jensen might have high-end cybernetic augmentations out the wazoo, but even the tiniest hesitation on his part apparently renders his nigh-on superhuman body useless, and easily shoved out of a doorway.
Men never fail to underestimate women.
Earlier in the day.
Adam, what the hell'd you do? The entire building's on alert.
I'm just saying, if I'd been in control then, I'd have just wedged my robot foot under the door. Winched it open, problem solved.
Lara Croft of the original Tomb Raider series was an unstoppable tomb raiding beast. The old controls could be a touch finicky, yes, but at least you knew that once you got Lara safely to a cutscene, she would take care of business. Even better, you could kick back and relax, given how you didn't have to be on edge for the whole cutscene in case you got an insta-death quick-time event like in the later games. Yes, Tomb Raider Anniversary, we remember those T-Rex QTEs. How could we forget? Therefore, in Tomb Raider 3, upon completing the Nevada desert level, reaching the escape ramp on your quad bike and launching a cutscene, you would take it easy, knowing everything would be plain sailing to the next level and... You alright, Lara? Apparently Lara is not, as she gets picked up by two military police officers who have no idea who they're dealing with.
Maybe she's an eco-terrorist or something.
And they wear hot pants, huh?
Whatever you do, guys, don't join the fashion police, because those are clearly combat trousers. Still, Lara gets carted off, and thanks to her cutscene wipeout, you start the next level with all your gear confiscated by the judgy local authorities. But hey, at least it's not our fault this time, unlike with that T-Rex. Oh god, here comes another flashback. Just ride it out, Ellen.
Link, the hero of the Zelda series, doesn't really go in for sidekicks. Believe me, I've asked. And in Twilight Princess, Link is once more every inch the lone wolf. Literally in this case, because a lot of the time he is actually a wolf. That's a good boy. And towards the end of the game, we find the hero of Hyrule doing what he does best, storming the castle to smash Ganondorf's face in and rescue the princess. And no scrub enemies are going to stand in his way, as you make perfectly clear when you, the player, are in the driving seat. But then Link enters the following cutscene in which he glimpses a chest that contains a key he badly needs. Guarding that key are a few Lizalfos of the kind Link eats for breakfast and two run-of-the-mill Bulblin archers, so what will Link do?
Spin attack the first Lizalfos, block the second, claw shot up to the first archer, then finish off the rest with ranged arrow attacks?
Close! The actual answer is, stand there like a lemon. Despite having done this a billion times, Link doesn't seem to have a plan to deal with this one arrow, and it's up to the vigilante resistance group who hang around in the nearby pub to save the day. This one can't even see Link, and yet he gets to be sidekick. Link, did you even read my resume?
Final Fight is your classic case of false advertising in that it contains many fights, none of which is final, and was followed by a sequel, Final Fight 2. Don't even get me started on so-called Final Fantasy or Infinite Warfare. Among the venues where these not at all final fights take place is a local drinking establishment where you can brawl up a storm both indoors and out. Yes, you can whale your way through the bar until you reach the safety of this corridor when, having almost escaped the world's fightiest drinking hole, this happens. Are you a bouncer? Is this about all that fighting I did in there? Look, I'm sorry, what if I promise that this is my final fight? And, oh, who am I kidding? I'll never stop. However, there's no reasoning with this beefcake in the jazzy leotard, who, although large, is just like many others you've defeated before, and yet somehow unbeatable in this cutscene. He easily carries you off by the face to yet another fighting ring, where at least his identical bros are much less invulnerable. But you're only in this fix because Cody didn't think to swing one of his very free legs into that dude's groin. I mean, it was right there. Just... yeah? Next time.
Hey, J. Gale! Welcome to Guru Ashram. What are you doing here?
This is my parents' house. Why don't you guys get out?
Oh, what?
Why does he want us to get out?
I don't know. Ask him. You ask him.
Hey, I'm right here.
Home is where the heart is, and according to Far Cry 4, where you'll find 2 random English blokes that you've never met. After escaping the clutches of pagan Min and being generally pretty adept at surviving in the wildlands and badlands of Kyrat, AJ Ghali finally makes it back to his karate home. But now he finds it also home to 2 supposed gurus.
Oh. Oh.
Om Nam Shiva, 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 Om Nam Shiva.
Welcome, my brother. You've come to a place of peace, where the demons of modern life cannot reach you. You are safe here.
Not safe from those accents, apparently. See, turns out that these 2 widely advertised gurus are actually just a couple of British con artists who are super keen to get you onto some recreational drugs and meet their boss Noor Najjar.
AJ, we represent the interests of a certain power broker.
Right, she'd like to press the flesh, as it were, a little meet and greet.
You being the meat.
Sorry guys, it's gonna take an army to make me, the legendary AJ Ghali, go anywhere that you want me to.
Well, we tried the carrot.
Guess he wants to stick then.
Hey. What the What was that?
What? Yes, despite you being the most capable freedom fighter and tuk-tuk hijacker in all of Kyrat, you're easily taken out by 2 intoxicated skinny English blokes with a single needle, only to wake up in a weird Thunderdome where you have to fight for your life. And this isn't even the only time they do it, tricking you time and time again into going on hallucinogenic journeys.
But you'll need a topper with that one, mate.
AJ, just because Yogi shares his name with a bear doesn't mean he has the strength of one. Come on, do the here and that.
Her name is Victoria, and she's worth a lot of money. Ah, she's some kind of enhanced wonder child or something. Point is, we go in, we grab her, we hang on to her until they give us the ransom.
If you had to list the 3 things that Agent 47 is best at, they'd be killing, making people not alive anymore, and stopping brain and heart functions in humans. He's good at killing is what we're saying. As such, Agent 47 always gets his target and has never been shy about how he gets to them either, whether it's through close combat, masterful disguise, or devastating application of the stealth technique, holding your hand in front of your face and looking at the floor. Try it, it really works.
Hey Luke, the kitchen is an absolute disgrace and you did promise to do the washing up. Luke, what are you doing? I can see you, I know you're there. Oh, unbelievable.
See? So in 2012's Hitman Absolution, when Agent 47 learns that weapons manufacturer Blake Dexter plans to kidnap a genetically engineered teenager named Victoria who's under his protection, you can be pretty sure that Dexter is a dead man.
Dexter occupies the Terminus's top floor, and his thugs have the place sealed off tight.
As Agent 47 cuts a bloody path through Dexter's hotel up to his suite, there's nothing to suggest that Dexter has any chance of living out the day. 47 is on top form, and when gameplay stops and the cutscene begins, he even has the drop on one of Dexter's goons, so you can guess what happens next. And if you guessed Agent 47 is somehow knocked unconscious while off-screen, then congratulations, you win a prize! The prize is feeling bad while you watch this cutscene.
Jesus Christ! Don't you ever knock? Good work, Sanchez.
I mean, seriously, what the hell went wrong behind that door that Agent 47, the world's deadliest clone, went from garroting a thug to having his butt whooped? Probably forgot to deploy his deadliest technique.
Okay, Luke, seriously, the washing up is getting done.
Damn it.
So there were some examples of times when heroes in cutscenes just like forgot what they were supposed to do. Like, come on, you've not been paying attention to what I've been doing throughout the whole game, no? Oh, for goodness sakes. But can you at home think of any other examples? Let us know in the comments down below. And I mean, usually we point out videos and tell you to subscribe, but we're not going to do that because no one can tell me what to do right now. No one's in control of me. Luke, what would you have me do?
I suppose I'd want you to describe those videos.
No.
To subscribe.
No, I'm just going to move around, do my own thing.
Well,
yeah.
that's quite frustrating.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it?